everybody, MntDewMania here. Welcome back to Vox Populi Diamond. How you guys doing? I am doing peachy keen, I do believe. Is this where I want to go? Might be. Oh, I'm gonna die. Woo! Well, that was a new adventure. And speaking of new adventures, if you are keeping up with me in my RedNeck Rants Season 4, by the way, and I sincerely hope you are, you will know that we are on the letter H. And H has a new meaning because I found out that one of my long-time subscribers, Rachel, is playing on the Vox servers now. And in just commenting back and forth, Rachel let it be known that they are in 10th grade. Is that right, Rachel? 10th grade, I do believe. And that got me to thinking about, just so happens, the letter H. So, guess what? H is for high school. That's right. This one is dedicated to Rachel and all you guys out there that are in the midst of your high school career. This is for you. Now, the first thing we need to do is define, of course, what I mean when I say high school. Definition: a school attended usually after junior high and mostly consists of grades 9 through 12. If it means something different where you are, let us know in the comments. But that's basically usually what it means. And I figured since we're kind of here on a new adventure on Vox, if you are in high school and you are, let's say, a senior, okay, you're getting ready to go off into the world, right? And it can be a scary thing. It can be a very scary thing. I mean, you are getting ready to do things that, I mean, you know, you've never done before. Get a job, you know, and you don't have to go back to high school ever again. If you are a senior this year and you know, this is it. This is the life, this is the gateway to life, okay? Now, some of you will say, now, Mount, come on, you're old. You don't know what high school, I mean, you know, you don't know. Trust me. High school is no different now than it was when I went 35 years ago, okay? There's still the cliques. There's still the jocks, and there might be more technical stuff, but basically no, it's all the same. You got the bullies, you got the rich kids, you got the dope heads. I mean, I know, you know, you got people that absolutely love school. You got people that absolutely hate school, and you got people that leave quotes like this on the internet. High school looks so much cooler on TV. You know, Saved by the Bell, 90210. If I had an awesome high school experience like that, I would have stayed in high school forever. I did not. Mine was mediocre at best. I had friends, but I mean, you know, I was a poor kid from the country, you know. I wasn't a big sports person. I think I did one season of softball. That was it. I mean, you know, you know, it was different it was different for everybody, you know. And like I said, some people have a wonderful experience in high school. They, you know, they're on the dean's list, and they're valedictorian and head cheerleader, and you know, all this great, wonderful stuff, and that's wonderful, and I'm glad that you had a wonderful experience, but that is not par for the course. Most people have a mediocre to, I wish to God I'd never seen anybody in this place experience. That's just, you know, and people say, well, that's just the way it is. Well, yeah, it pretty much is. That's just the way it is. People are mean, cruel, vicious, and it doesn't matter if you're in high school or out in the world or whatever, that's pretty much par for the course these days, you know. But high school can be very scary, you know. Now, some of you might be just going into high school. Rachel, for instance, is in the 10th grade. It's kind of right there in the middle, you know. You got your feet wet a little bit, but, you know, you're not a geeky freshman anymore. But you're not the big bad seniors either, you know. So another quote that I saw, life is just high school all over again, only with bigger bills to pay. Now, you know, you wouldn't think that would be true because everybody, when you're in high school, the only thing you can see is getting out of high school. You do, I mean, you know, that's the biggest thing in the world. Well, you know, now you're set with a whole new set of things, you know. You're getting out of the house, you want to be independent on your own. Well, that kind of means, you know, money. Where are you going to get money? Well, you got to get a job. Well, you know, I mean, so you go to work at the local restaurant or the local Walmart or whatever it is, you know. And all of a sudden you see all the people that you just left in high school, well, here they are with you again. And you tend to be hanging out with the same people, doing the same things. And you're like, wait a minute, I'm out of high school. How'd this happen? Well, like I said, you know, life is just like high school. Now it's just a whole, you know, now you got bills to pay to go along with it. Mom and Daddy ain't paying the bills no more. You want it out of high school, you're on your own, you're on your own 2 feet. Welcome to the world. But we tend to kind of hunch up together in groups in high school. And, you know, there's the, like I said, there will all be cliques. There will always be, you know, the groups. And we tend to gravitate toward what we're interested in. If you're interested in sports, you hang out with the sports people. If you're interested in, you know, whatever, it's the drama or the band or what, you know. And everybody has something nasty to say about the other groups. They're dorks, they're idiots, they're jocks, they don't know, they, you know. And it's the same way in life, you know. We tend to group together. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't take this time in your life for granted. You know, don't just see the horror of high school. Let it, hopefully it'll be a good experience. I hope it is. I mean, you know, I hope you learn something about yourself. I hope you find, you know, like Rachel's getting ready to go into the 10th grade. That's where you want to kind of start thinking about, well, what do I want to do? You know, what am I interested in? I mean, yeah, you know, boys are cute, and I'm going to the football games, we're hanging out, and, you know, it's awesome. But once you start getting in 10th, 11th, 12th, you know, life is getting ready to just sneak up behind you, and it ain't going to be high school no more. You're going to have to make some real life choices. So now that you're right in the middle of high school, you know, forget about the idiots, forget about the dweebs and the, you know, the guys making your life miserable. Make high school work for you, okay? What are you interested in? Some high schools now, I mean, they even have, like, gaming classes, you know? Make use of this time to learn. And I'm not, you know, I'm not talking about the boring crap like, you know, history and all. I mean, yeah, it's wonderful to know where you came from, but you got to know where you're going to, you know. So you learn what you need to learn, you know. But there's other things that you will want to learn. And take advantage of it. I mean, how much more free education are you going to get? Because after high school, honey, you're going to pay for everything. So, I mean, might as well learn now. I mean, it's a step up. And, I mean, don't let the jocks and the idiots, you know, make fun of you. And don't let stuff like that get you down. You know, this is where you need to discover who you are, where you want to go, And use this time to your advantage, because I promise you, guys, once you get out of high school and you start working, and um, it's going to go by so fast. Enjoy every single minute of being young, and being in high school, hanging out with your friends. Um, it's it's it it's sometimes, I guess, it's about being brave. A lot of high school kids just don't think they're brave to stand up to whatever, stand up to life, stand up to bullies. But you are braver than you believe, okay? And let me give you a wonderful, famous quote. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And that cute little quote is courtesy of Winnie the Pooh. Okay? It's after high school, you realize you were only friends with some people because you saw them 5 times a week. Some of these people that you're in high school with, the bullies and the jerks and everything, you are never going to see them again. Okay? So, some of you will realize that in high school, you had a best friend, and hopefully they will stay your best friend. You can meet some of the people that will be with you for the rest of your life. And the jerks, I'm telling you, when you graduate from high school, you leave them there. Do not let them ruin the rest of your life, okay? Just let it be gone. So, ultimately, Dan Savage said, ultimately, life is disease, death, and oblivion. It's still better than high school. I laugh every time I read that. Yeah, high school is scary, especially when you're first going in it, and now you're not in middle school, you're not in grade school. It's the big leagues. And sometimes it can be very overwhelming, and you feel like you're just lost. But I promise you that somewhere in your high school right now, there's somebody that feels just like you. And they probably need a friend too. So don't think that you're alone. Don't think that your parents don't understand. And they really do. We've all been there. It can be scary. It can be exciting. It can be daunting. It can be honestly, it can be a pain in the ass, or it can be the most wonderful experience, but it's what you put into it, okay? It's what you make it. So, tell yourself, you know what, I'm going to make this the best time I ever had. I'm going to learn, I'm going to take opportunities, I'm going to discover what I'm good at, I'm going to discover where I need to go, and how I need to get there. So yeah, if you're in the middle of high school, or you're getting close to being a senior, take this time now and really think about you. Think about where you want to go, what you want to do. Nobody else can live the rest of your life for you. Your parents can give you advice, but that's what we're here for. But eventually, we have to let go and step back and say, okay, you did it. You're in high school. You're a young man. You're a young woman now. Now it's time for you to start making decisions for yourself. What are you going to do? How are you going to do it? Oh, we'll be here. We'll be here to help and encourage you. But this is where you need to start planning for the rest of your life. So, don't be afraid of it. Think about it seriously. But it's life is so short. I'm sure it seems like right now it stretches on forever. I'm just a kid. I'm just 16. I'm just 17. I'm telling you, when you look up again, you'll be 20. When you look up again, you'll be 30. It goes by so fast. So enjoy every single second of it. And, leave the haters behind. Brush that crap off, Don't even make time for it in your life. Don't even acknowledge it, okay? It can be a wonderful time in your life. So, like I said, cherish every single second of it. And congratulations to Rachel for being in the 10th grade. All right, and if Rachel has the links, I'll put them in the description for you. Go by and say hi. And yeah, just know that you're not alone, and people get you, okay? And that's why we're here as a community. You guys need to talk. You know where I am. Catch you guys later. I'm so out of here.